Hi, as you can see, today is a lipstick or like all of the lip product declutter. I have already done 2 declutters this year, and the first round I decluttered the 2 old stuff and the stuff that I don't really like. And the second round I decluttered things that even though I like it, I do not really reach for it. And this round I'm gonna narrow the things that it's basically the same. Like I like them, I reach for them, but because they're the same, I do not need to keep like let's say 10-20 lips that are all the same color. So yeah, let's get started. And we have these 4 drawers from the Muji drawer. It has 5 drawers and 4 of them are all lips. And I have this little container from Muji as well, and this big lipstick tower. I think this lipstick tower can hold, I think it can hold 64 lips. It's not fully full right now, but yeah. Okay, let's get started. Let's start with reds. I have a lot of reds in here, but I think I also have a lot of reds in here as well. Let me pull them out. Well, I do have a lot of reds. I think this is it. Let me swatch. Let me put these other things away so that we can see it better. Okay, this is the Tom Ford Extreme Badass Lip Color in Scarlet Shock. So like you can see, it's a red. Like more of the light warm tone red. Tom Ford in the shade Flame. Already, I think these two are pretty similar. I think I can get rid of this shade Flame. Let me swatch a little bit more. Yeah, I think I can get rid of this shade Flame. That's the first declutter, very quick. And the lip color Scarlet Rouge. Yeah, Scarlet Rouge. I think they are similar as well. It's just the Scarlet Rouge is a little bit more shiny. I feel like I prefer this kind of more of like a satin kind of red. So I want to keep this badass formula and declutter that. And this is the shade Night Porter. This is much deeper red, and as you can see, it has like a purple undertone. Let me set these aside. And this is the nude stick Stiletto. I can't pronounce these names. I mean, this one can go as well. It's similar. And also nude stick in the shade Royal. This one is more different. Let me set this one aside. And also from Nude Stick is in the shade Burgundy. Oh, this is much different. It's like a brown kind of red. Let's look at this MAC Powder Kiss liquid lip color in the shade Devoted to Chili. I think if it's a brown kind of red, I prefer this one rather than this one. Is like a more of a like a mauve gray to it. So I think this burgundy color can go. And I'm just swatch randomly, and this is Charlotte Tilbury Hot Emily. I think this is more of a coral, but I do have a lot of coral that looks like this, so I feel like this one can go as well. And this is the shade also from Charlotte Tilbury, is the shade Tell Laura. It's like a warmer red. They're all the same. So I think this one can go as well. This is just my problem. I have like the same shade too much. And this is the Dior 999. I think this is more of a cooler toned red. And I do really like the formula. And I think this is a little bit similar to the Tom Ford Night Porter. The Night Porter one is just a touch more purple, but I don't think they are that much different when applied on your lip. And this YSL, I think this matte stain in the shade 13. 13 is that orange red as well, and I don't think I use this kind of color that much anymore, so I think having one option is okay. So I'm letting that one go as well. And let me swatch other like classic reds. This is the one from Lisa Eldridge. It's the shade Velvet Ribbon, I think. I feel like this shade is pretty similar to this Dior 99 as well. They're all the classic reds. So I think this one can go as well. And this is the shade Velvet Dragon, also from Lisa Eldridge. This one I think is different than other ones. This is more of that, I don't know, like a potato, like a wrapped potato. I do want to keep one of the colors that's like this, but let me see if there's any other similar shades. This is the powder kit. This is the powder lipstick in the shade Mara Cashmere. This is more brown, less orange. Let me see. And this is the shade Devoted to Chili. This is more red. Let me see. Oh, this is the small Ruby Woo. Let me see. Oh, Ruby Woo is also very similar to this Dior 99 shade. I feel like a lot of classic red all looks the same, and I don't need to keep all of them. And this is the shade Velvet Jazz. I think this kind of purple red I'm okay with. I think when it's on the lips, it's just a little bit cooler than these kind of classic red. I feel like I don't have to have that many red options because I just, like I said, I don't use red that much anymore. And this is the Pat McGrath Awesome. I also think this is probably a classic red. Yes, it's just a little bit cooler, maybe. This one can go as well. Like as you can see on my arm, I have how many reds do I have and how many of them looks the same. Okay, the next, this one I think I want to keep. This is the Velvet formula of Dior 999, and I think this one is slightly different than the liquid one. It's a little bit warmer, and I think it's also a touch warmer than the Tom Ford one I'm keeping. So yeah, I'm gonna keep this one. And this is the YSL Vinyl Cream. It's like a more pigmented stain color, and it's for 16. Oh, I think it's probably quite similar to this shade. I think this is which shade is this? I think it's Velvet Dragon. Let me swatch again. Oh yeah, it's a Velvet Dragon. I think I can keep Velvet Dragon and declutter this because I don't really use this kind of color in this kind of very shiny formula anymore. And if I do, I want a sheer one, not so pigmented one. And this is Pat McGrath 1995. Oh, this is a nude, so this should not be here. Okay, the next is Chili from MAC. Let's see. I think chili is similar to a lot of these. Yes, I think it's okay if I not keep chili, because I have all of these like Mara, Cashmere, or Devote to chili. They are all similar colors. And this NARS Audacious lipstick, I forgot this. I think this Mona. This is like those kind of brown red, which is, I think it's similar to this shade, Devoted to Chili, right? They are similar. So I think I can keep the Devoted to Chili and declutter this one. And this is the YSL Gleam lipstick in 18. I also think this is a quite dark red. Like it's the purple colors, but I think it's like dark, the darkest out of all of these. So I think I can keep one like more of the vampy red. And this is also YSL the Slim, but this is the Slim Sheer Matte in the shade 108. This is like a sheer kind of balm, so I do want to keep this because I don't have a lot of sheer kind of red. And on top of that, it's like a matte finish sheer red, which is quite difficult to find. And this is from a Japanese drugstore, Excel. It's like their pencil looking sort of thing. It's also a sheer red. It's like a more of a tinted lip balm. And this ColourPop and Caffeine Lights collab, I think this is a shade Lucky Star. This is, I feel like this is like similar to this kind of classic red, just a little bit pinky maybe. I feel like I'm okay with not having this one if I have the other classic red, how to say, the other classic red options. Yeah. And this is from Estee Lauder Pure Color Envy. It's in the shade 320, Cold Fire. This is more of a coral kind of red. Which one was this? Because these two are very similar. I think this is one of the Charlotte Tilbury one. The Hot Emily. I don't know. Let me put this on Maybe Pie. I don't know about this. And this is a a refill of Guerlain, and I still have not buy the case. And this is the most purple kind of brown red, which is actually quite special in my collection. So I think I can keep that. And this is my current collection. Let me assess this a little bit. So now this is just not gonna be looking pretty anymore because it's not the same brand arranged together. But okay, and I am decluttering. Let's count. I'm keeping 12 and I am decluttering 15. Okay, the next will be, I think, nudes. Let me pull out all of my nude colors, which is a lot. I feel like I have too many nudes that I don't need that many of nudes. Putting like a pinky nude, more brown nude, like all of the nudes all in this category. Okay, I ended up with this many of nude colors. Okay, let's swatch one by one. This is the Tom Ford First Time, a very famous peachy nude. I feel like this is the one that I don't really have to have because I don't know, it's just because I don't really use this kind of nude that much, and I have a lot of, because I have a lot of like pinky nude, pinky peachy nude looks like this, so I think it's okay to let it go. And Tom Ford Casablanca. This is more of a rosy one. It's pretty. Let me set it aside, but I do think there's a lot of color that I have looks the same with this one. Let's swatch. This is the Armani Lip Magnet in 506. I would say they are similar enough. On the lips, they will not be that much different, so I think I can declare this Casablanca shade. And Tom Ford Discretion. Oh, this is a purple. Let me put this aside. So this is Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. So this is the pinky nude that's basically very similar to the Tom Ford First Time. I think I can keep this one. And the Charlotte Tilbury Beach Perfect. Let me see. This is more of a peachy nude. I do feel like I have a lot of these kind of nudes, and it might be okay if I just declutter this one. Okay, the next is Super Cindy. I think it's also a peachy nude. Yeah, it's basically the same with the last one. Yeah, I feel like I still have a lot of peachy nudes waiting me for swatch. I think that one can go as well. This is also the Tom Ford Extreme Badass lip color, but it's in the shade Blush Nude. Yeah, also a peachy nude, but it's just a little bit more sheer. I think I'm okay without this one as well. It's just the shade that's so easy to find in like any kind of collection. And this is the Lisa Eldridge Velvet Fawn. This is a more of the pinky kind of nude. And this is the shade Velvet Muse. They are so similar. I feel like I prefer Velvet Fawn a little bit more. So I'm gonna declutter Velvet Fawn and keep the... Oh, I'm gonna declutter Velvet Muse and keep Velvet Fawn. And this is the shade Indian Rose from Tom Ford. It's so similar to these two I just swatched from Lisa Eldridge. So I think it's okay if I declare this one. Like I said, it's very similar. And this is Tom Ford Lip Color Shine in the shade Nubile. I mean, it's different than other ones. So let me set this aside. Maybe I can find some similar ones. Let me swatch this Charlotte Tilbury Stone Rose. I think these two can be similar. Yeah, Stone Rose is very similar to that Nubile shade. I want to keep Stone Rose, so I think the Mobile shade can go. I prefer the Charlotte Tilbury formula just a little bit more. And this is the shade Very Victoria. I think this is the only lipstick I'm nearly done with. So I don't want to declutter this. I want to just finish this color. It's more of a cool toned pinky nude. And this is a Bite Beauty high pigment lip pencil in the shade Honey Berry. This is a more of a brown nude. It's a little bit different than the other one that we swatched. And this is very filthy, so I think I can just use it instead of let someone else to use it. And this is also from Bite Beauty, is the shade Glaze. This one is so filthy as well. It's that kind of like NARS matte, like a rubber matte finish packaging that goes like very filthy after like amount of time. And I think this is very similar to the velvet, I think velvet fawn or velvet muse, like that two colors. So I think I can declare this one. I think this one should go to the garbage. Okay, this is the nude stick in the shade Purity. I use this one a lot actually. Yeah, I think because this kind of color I use it a lot, it's okay for me to keep another option for this kind of peachy nude or pinky nude. Yeah, and this is the NARS Bahama. This one is like that peachy pinky nude as well. I think I'm okay without this one since I kept the nude stick one. And this is also from Nude Stick. It's the shade Boho. Oh, this is way more brown. I think I can keep this color because, like I said, it's a little different. And this is the NARS Het Low. Even though this is different than other nudes I swatched here, but I think it's very similar to the like browns I have swatched here. So yeah, like you can see, so I think it's okay to declare this one. And this is the shade Pulse from Nude Sticks. This is more of a sheer kind of formula of that pinky nude, so I do want to keep this one. Or maybe I can declutter the Purity one, since these two are pretty similar and I prefer the Pulse one. The Pulse one, like I said, is a little bit more sheer and more hydrating, and this Purity one is more of a satin formula. And the next is the shade Sin, also from Nude Stick. It's more rosy, but I do still think it's in the same color story, so it's okay to let it go. And this is the NARS Bansar. I think this is pretty similar to the other ones that I kept, like a more brown kind of color. Let that one go. And this is NARS Sex Machine. What a name. And this is way more pinky, but still in the same spectrum, in the same kind of color story with other ones, so I think it's okay to let it go. And another NARS one is I think this is Liguan. I can't pronounce this. It's this one. I can't pronounce this. This probably is a Japanese kind of places kind of name. Maybe it's Liguan. I'm not sure. Maybe I'm wrong. Oh, I just smashed the tip. But I think you can tell it's kind of the rosy kind of nude color, which is similar to a lot of the ones that I have. So again, I think it's okay if I do not have it. I'm running out of space, but I still have this many to swatch. And this is a Chanel Rouge Coco Stylo in the shade Script. And I mean, I think it's a little bit more nude than some of the others. I want to keep this one because I do love the formula. And this is the Divine Rose from Tamagrath. I think this is the typical like very pinky nude, which is similar to the ones from Lisa Eldridge. Let me swatch. Yeah, it's similar to the Lisa Eldridge. I think it's similar to the Lisa Eldridge one. So I think this one can go. Actually, I do also have their liquid versions, which I think I can keep the liquid version. Or maybe I can declutter this one as well. Oh, this is way more purple. Like this one is the liquid one and this is the lipstick form. I'm not sure. Let me put this on the maybe pile. And what is this? This is NARS Audacious Lipstick in Audrey. This is way more rosy kind of color. I think I have kept this kind of purple. I think I have other things that's like look like this kind of purple shade. So I think it's okay to let it go as well. Let me see. The next one is from L'Oreal. It's the Colorish Matte in the shade 304. Okay, let me swatch. I think it's similar to this one, so I feel like I can declutter this one as well. And this is a gift with the order. It's the Juvia's Place Toffee. I think it's pronounced as toffee. And this is more of a brown than the other ones. Let me swatch against these. Yeah, I still would think this is a little bit more yellowy, cool tone kind of brown. Let's keep this shade. And this is the NARS Power Matte Lip Pigment. I think it's the shade Slow Glide or something like that. I think this is similar to the other brown that I have kept, so it's okay to let it go as well. And this ColourPop Blotted Lip in the shade Talker. How can I open this? I think this is more, I don't know how to describe. It's a little bit more rosy than the other ones, and its sheer is more of a matte sheer kind of color. I do want to keep this one. And the YSL Matte Stain in the shade 23. I think this one is just that rosy pinky nude that I have swatched 1,000 times. So this one can go as well. And this YSL Vinyl Cream in 412. This is more pink. But I do have a lot of these kind of pinks as well, so I think this one can go as well. And this also the same formula but in 407. I think this is probably more of a rosy shade, but just a touch deeper. But with all of the other ones that I kept, so I think I don't really need this one. And this is from Rose Inc. This is more of a newer purchase. And this one, even though I would love other people to use this, but it's broke. This one will fall out of the tube. So, and I do not have this one for that long, and it's already broke. So I'm not sure about the quality of this one. And this is the Bare Minerals. I'm not sure which formula this is. It's the round, thicker, chubby one, and the shade in Panko. I actually really like this color. It's like a red balance of a rosy color with a brown and a hint of nude. I really like this one. I do want to keep it. And this is 1995 from Pat McGrath. Like, again, I feel like they have a lot of this kind of color from Pat McGrath and Lisa Eldridge and Tom Ford. I don't know why they often have like similar shades. So I feel like it's okay to declutter this one. And let's see how many we kept. Oh, these two are like oranges, so is for the next time. Oh, also this is a gift from a friend, so I'm gonna keep that one. Okay, I am keeping 14 and I am letting 22 go, which is impressive, but I have nowhere to put these lipsticks. Okay, let me think. Washed my arm and my sink was looking like a crime scene. Okay, let's continue. So the next I want to assess some oranges. And let me put them aside. Like the oranges and the brown colors. Okay, these are all of the peaches, oranges, and brown colors. Let me swatch one by one. So this is the Tom Ford True Coral. It is a true coral, but I feel like I have a lot of these kind of shades. And this is from NARS. It's their Velvet Lip Glide in the shade Impossible Red. This is a red, but it's like a coral. And I feel like these two are pretty close. Let me swatch some others. And the Paradiso, also from Tom Ford. It's just a little bit more pink. And Solar Affair. This is like more orange kind of color. I think it's better just swatch all of them. And Misbehaved, also from Tom Ford. It's a very similar color to Solar Affair. And also Tom Ford Velvet Ginger. This is more of a red. I feel like I have kept this kind of like very warm red, so I think this one can go. And also from Tom Ford, the shade Hero. This is also a red, like more of a shimmery kind of red. So I think it's okay if I let this one go. And this is from, this is also Tom Ford, it's the shade Flamingo. It's more of a pink. It's similar to this one. I don't know. Let me swatch more. Like, I feel like I probably do not use this kind of shade enough to keep any of them. Because nowadays, if I use this kind of shade, I use gloss instead of these lipsticks. Okay, let me swatch some gloss because I wasn't including gloss when I was swatching this. Let me see. Let's say a coral color, I would rather just use a gloss that's like this rather than a lipstick. So I think if it's a gloss, like a peachy pink and a peach will look basically the same. So I feel like I can just declutter all of these and just use my lip glosses. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And the next is a luxury Japanese brand called Silkbook, and it's their dignified lips in the shade 09. It's more of a brown actually. And the other one is also Silkbook. It's the shade 23. This is more of a yellow. I feel like I'm okay with this yellow one. And this is Cosmetics Lip Cushion in the shade Faded Clementine. I feel like this shade is pretty close to the Silkbook one. Let me see. And this is also Faded Clementine, but it's in their lipstick, liquid lipstick form. I feel like I'm okay with this. This is also very similar to the Silkbook one. I think I can keep the Silkbook one. The shade 09. like this shade and declutter the other ones. Okay, these are all the ones that's gonna go. Okay, and this is another peachy orange one. This is a YSL liquid color balm in the shade 5, I think. I think I'm okay with this. I have other lip glosses that's like similar to this kind of shade. And this is I think lip tint from Romance, and it's 13. It's like more of a brown kind of tint. I think I can keep this since I have decluttered a lot of other lipstick like in this kind of similar color. And MAC Love Me Liquid Lip Color in the shade Marrakesh Me Later. This is more brown, and I don't think I have a lot of brown in this kind of form, so I can keep that. And this is a SUQQU Comfort Lip Fluid Glow in the shade 106. This is like, I think, from last year's holiday collection. And this is a more of a cool toned brown. Even though you cannot see it on camera, but in real life it's pretty obvious. It's like a cooler toned brown. I do want to keep this as is a gloss. And this is Charlotte Tilbury Bound Girl. It's like a purpley brown. Even though it looks like completely purple on the camera, but on lips it's like a purple brown. So I do want to keep this one. This is also from Romance. It's shade 07. Since this is a tint, I do want to keep this one like as a light peachy brown kind of option. Okay, and next let me swatch some brown colors. This is also from that liquid balm formula from YSL. It's the shade 11. I think I'm okay with this. I think I have kept some similar colors from other formula. And this Impulsive color from MAC Powder Kiss. This is a pretty special brown in my collection. I do want to keep this one. It's like not yellow, it's not taupe, like it's not red, like it's in the middle. So I think it's pretty special. And this is from Jaclyn Hill. It's their 50, the color 50. And this is like a darkest brown that I have. I do want to have this color to maybe mix with other colors. Still have a lot to swatch. And this one is Armani. I think this is like lip balm formula, like 201, in the shade 201. I feel like I have kept this tint that is similar to this color. Let me swatch next to this. Yeah, I think they are very similar. This is Romance tint. So I think it's okay to do without this. And this is Surat in the shade Ladybug. I feel like this is very similar to the Silk one. But with that being said, I think this is also a little bit orange, and on top of that it's like a lip balm, so that I can finish it like pretty quickly. So I think it's okay to keep that one. And let me go on to the other arm. This is also gloss from NYX. It's more of like a purple brown, actually. I do like this formula as a gloss. The next is NARS Lothi. Oh, this is a pink. I think I have a lot of pink like this, so I think it's okay to without this. The thing is I have too many colors, so when I'm sorting the colors, I might made a lot of mistakes. And this is Dolce Vita. I do like this color as it's like more of a sheer color that I can use like a tinted lip balm. And this is Bite Beauty Amuse Bouche lipstick in the shade Nori. It's like such a beautiful like cherry, kind of black cherry kind of shade, which I do really like. It's just this packaging is so filthy. And this is Molasses, I think. Like I want to keep all of these Bite Beauty lipsticks. They are all like very special, but this one probably not. This one shade Pepper. I think I have kept a lot of ones that's like this same shade, so this one can go. This is also from Bite Beauty, is Cognac, I think. I think this one is similar to the one that I just swatched. Let me see. And the other one is Licorice. The Licorice one is more of a purple. Maybe you can see very well. I think I want to keep these 4, and maybe one day I can find like a little container to melt all of them down, so I don't have to keep this like very filthy packaging. But for now I want to keep all of them. And this little Can Make one, it's more of like a purpley red. I think we keep things like in the red category that's similar to this, so I think it can go. And this Bobbie Brown crushed lip color in Blackberry. I do want to keep this formula because it's more of a balm, tinted balm, which is the formula that I use way more these days. And this one is dark chocolate. It is a true chocolate kind of color, and I do quite like this formula. And this is also from Bobbie Brown. It's no product name, it's only a shade name called Cranberry. It's in this kind of packaging, and it's also a balm. So I want to keep all of these like little balms. Okay. And let me assess this a little. Oh, I'm decluttering 18 and I'm keeping 18 for this category. Okay, washed my arm again, and I have lipstick all over my shirt, my table, my drawer, my body, like everywhere. Let's just finish this. I think the things left are either the colors that I forgot to include in that category, or it's just the miscellaneous colors like purples, like very pinky pinks. Let's just put all of these together. I have all of these and a drawer full of lip glosses. Okay, let's start. I think these 2 red, I don't have to swatch them. I know they are the warm red, so I think it's okay to let them go. And also this one, the color, this kind of purple, I rarely use a gloss that's pigmented like this and in this like kind of formula. And this one, let me swatch, is the NARS Lip Pigment Power Matte Lip Pigment in the shade Under My Thumb. I think I have kept this kind of purple like from in other formula, so I think it's okay to declutter this. Let me swatch some other purples or pinks. Oh, this is a red. This is the shade Discretion from Tom Ford. It's a purple. This is the shade Devour, also from Tom Ford. Oh, this is more of a nude. Maybe I can keep this Devour color. Let me see. This is a maybe pile. And this Spanish pink. I think I'm okay with this kind of peachy pink color. So that's gonna go. And Sugar Glide. It's also a purple kind of color. And I think this is similar to this. Yeah, it's similar to this Armani Lip Magnet color. But I feel like, I don't know. Maybe I can keep the Tom Ford one and declutter the Armani one. And this is a keep. And this is also from Armani. I feel like I have kept color that looks like this from other formulas. So this one can go as well. And this 511 shade from the same formula. I also think I have kept like a rosy nude kind of color like this. So this one can go as well. And this is like a pinky tinted lip balm. I think it's better to just finish it as it's just a lip balm. So this one is a keep, and the other ones I think they can go. And the Walk of Shame from Charlotte Tilbury. I think this is more of a rosy color. I do want to keep this as I do love it. And this is another tint from Romand. I don't really have like this kind of color in a tint, and I do enjoy this formula, so I think it's okay if I keep this. And the next is Tom Ford in the color Cherry Lush. I think I'm okay with this kind of purpley pinkish kind of color. Like, I think I have other colors in this, and if I want to use this kind of color, it's basically more of a lip gloss kind of situation rather than lipstick. The shade Hell's Bells from Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, I think I have kept purple shades like this, so it's okay to let it go. And also from Charlotte Tilbury in the shade Secret Soma. I mean, it's like, I also do feel like I have kept color that's like this, so probably okay to let it go. And also from Charlotte Tilbury, this is amazing Mel, that purple kind of rosy shade. I also feel like I have kept things similar to this. I think. Not sure though. And this is also from Charlotte Tilbury. It's the shade Pansy Red. I think I have kept reds like this in the red category, like more of a cool toned red. So it's okay to let it go. And this Eldridge Velvet Blush. I feel like I also kept color like this as well. It's like I just forgot to include them in their own category. And this Bite Beauty Liquid Amuse Bouche Liquefied Lip in the shade Chai. This one I think is similar to a lot of the others, but I do want to keep this one as I really love the formula. So this one is from Surat. It's Au Amour, I believe. It's like a tinted balm. I want to keep this and just finish it. And this is the Dior 999 balm formula. Also keeping this because I just prefer balms. And these two from NARS, they are like lip balm as well, even though they look quite different, but on the lip they're not that different at all. The color is so light, it's basically just like a clear balm. And this Tom Ford one is the same. I feel like I don't have to keep this one because I have a lot of balm, and this balm do not have much color as well, so this one can go. And these two lip gloss I want to keep. They are from Tower 28, like a light red one and a clear one. I think these are the ones that I can keep. And this NYX Intense lip gloss. As I decluttered a lot of these purples, I do want to keep one of the option for a lip gloss. And this is from Pamagraph. Is the shade Flash 3. It's like a balm in like a reddish brown. I can keep that. Let's look at these glosses. I feel like these nudes, there's no point to swatch all of them because they basically looks very similar, but I do want to declutter one. I think I want to declutter the shade, I think it's this one, Brilliant something that I can't really pronounce, Flash Astral, because these two are very similar. Like this is also similar to this Chanel one that I want to keep. So I think it's okay to let this one go. And the other Pamagraph one are all quite, how to say, special, that I do want to keep them. Also because they are lip gloss. But I do want to declutter this Chanel one, as I do feel like this is just a milky gloss on my lip, and I'm not gonna swatch this because you can't see much color on your skin. And I think I bought this because of Michelle Wong, but I just feel like my skin color, my warm olive skin, is just not suitable for this kind of pinky color, so I think that one can go. And this red color, since I'm keeping this Tower 28 one, I think I can let this one go as well. For these two, I think I recently did like giving this another chance kind of video, and I think these two are both quite a pretty shade on me, so I want to keep those. And let me see the maybe pile. So this color, Dior from Tom Ford, I want to keep this color because I think it's very pretty actually. And this two maybe pile one. One is from Pamagraph, is the Divine Rose one. I do want to keep this one because I do want to have one shade of this Divine Rose because I do love the shade. I don't want to declutter every form of it, but I'm going to declutter this one because I just realized, as I said, when I reach for this kind of color, I basically just use glosses. I don't use things pigmented like this anymore. So I think it's okay to let it go. And let me see, I'm decluttering 20 and I am keeping 31 because it's including glosses and lip balms, that the things that I do want to keep. So I'm keeping more from this miscellaneous category. But I did emptied this big tower and the little ones now holding all of the declutter lipstick holder. So I have emptied 2, and I think I can arrange all of these kept ones into this 4 Muji drawer. So I think it's pretty successful declutter, and I have decluttered, let me count, I have decluttered 75, which is about actually I'm keeping 75 and decluttering 75, so half and half, which is pretty good. And I think it's a pretty successful declutter. And that's it. That's the final declutter of this year. Thank you for watching. Bye.